The authentic, final English draft of the treaty, which matches the treaty in Maori almost perfectly, has been hidden away in Archives New Zealand for decades. It's called the Littlewood Draft, and it's so simple even a 10-year-old child could understand it. You don't need any Maori language experts. It's hidden away in Archives New Zealand for political reasons. What does that mean? Because it matches the treaty in Maori almost perfectly, there is no need for expert Maori translators. See that? And with no need for Maori expert translators, activists can't corrupt the meaning of the treaty. This is how it's been done. The plain meaning of the treaty suddenly becomes very clear when you use the final English draft. Well, what is the plain meaning? Well, first of all, the Maori chiefs in 1840 ceded sovereignty completely and forever to the British. This puts to bed the activist narrative that Maori only gave the British permission to rule settlers. You've heard them go on and on about that. It's not true. Number two, the Maori chiefs gave the British authority to install democracy in New Zealand, and when you install democracy, everybody comes under the democratic government. Everybody is level, we're all the same. Well, what does that do? This puts to bed the activist narrative that they have the right to set up a parallel government. No, you don't. You can't have two governments inside a democracy. That is ridiculous. Number three, the British said they would protect Maori in the ownership of their land, houses and chattels that they owned as at the 6th of February 1840. Well, what does this do? This puts to bed the activist narrative that the British agreed that Maori could keep all the land and all the resources of New Zealand forever. Well, that's just crazy. They didn't do that. The British did not do that. They would never do that. They came to get sovereignty, to make New Zealand a colony. Not a half-pie colony, complete colony. Nowhere in the world did Britain have a half colony. Number four, the British granted Maori British citizenship, which meant that Maori were made equal with all other citizens in the country. This puts to bed the narrative of the activists that Maori have special rights that other citizens in the country do not have.